What up, what up? This is episode 1, Beat Breakdown. Let's go. Alright, we're back in the mix with the episode 1, Beat Breakdown. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about what I did here, and I was about to make the video and I wasn't happy about how the beat was sounding, so I did a couple extra things that I didn't do in the first video, but I'm gonna go over that and show you guys how it all works. Alright, so let's check it out. Let's go ahead and listen to the beat again so we know what it sounds like. Now, one of the things I feel is important when making a beat is gain staging, and I like to call this like setting up my initial sound stage. So what I like to try to do is get everything to hit around 20 or so with the RMS range, and I try to not let it peak past -6 decibels. So that gives me a lot of headroom when working with the vocals and pushing the final mix. So let's talk a little bit about the drum machine here. This is Kong, and this drum machine is awesome. It gives you so many options here. Lets you do so many effects within itself, and that lets you basically not have to throw in any extra plugins or any unnecessary plugins, I should say. A lot of times you could do everything you need to do just within Kong, but sometimes you need to add a little something extra because Kong just won't get it, like when it comes to transient shaping and stuff like that, which is why I added this here. This is the Neutron Transient Shaper, and it's from Isotope. But anyways, what this does is it's kind of like a compressor, or basically, I mean, it is a compressor, and it helps you like shape the sharpness of a lot of the sounds to help you get your peaks down a lot. It's pretty easy to use. You could set up your up to 3 different frequency ranges here. The learn function is really cool because it will automatically set the range that it thinks is best, and you could just work from there. I don't like to do anything too harsh in the middle or low end, but usually the top end is where it's going to need most of its work. I like to shape it, and using the meters here, I check my output to see if I'm in the range that I want to be in, which is -6 decibels or so. Alright, so let me go ahead and, let me go back to this real quick, and I'm going to bypass it so you could actually hear the difference. Hopefully using reference 4. If you are, then you'll be able to hear this pretty clearly. So I'll go ahead and bypass it so you can hear what it sounds like without it. Now, as you can see, everything is really sharp. Up here on my meters, I'm hitting a little higher than I want to be hitting. So let me turn it back on so you can hear the difference now. So not only does it calm your peaks a little bit, but it also gives you a little bit more of like a dynamic sound, I feel. It kind of clears things up a little bit. And to me, I see it as an easy fix. Okay, another thing I did was I added an echo to this clap here using the tape echo. That's a thing that I like to do because it just adds a little more flavor to the beat, and I'll let you hear again without the echo. Just sounds really plain and dull. I mean, it gives it so much more flavor when I turn it back on. Check it out. Just adds so much more flavor to the overall track. Another thing you guys saw me do was add the saturation knob here. This is another simple trick I suggest everyone do. You can use this on your master bus as well, or on any instrument, but it adds, saturation knobs add a little bit of grit and harmonic distortion to your sound. So it gives it just a more pleasing sounding sound. And it also will help take up a little more space in the stereo field. So I suggest using one of these to also give your drums a little more flavor. That's one of my secret magic tricks, so now you guys know. Oh, by the way, this one right here from Softtube, it's free, so anyone could get this for free. Now let me show you an example of a mistake that actually ended up sounding good. Now I was trying to set up a fast hi-hat loop with my second red drum here, but it didn't quite work out how I wanted to. But what did happen was I got a nice ducking effect. The sound that I chose here actually ended up ducking out the drums. And so I thought, oh damn, that sounds pretty damn good. So let me go ahead and roll with that. So that's how I got this part here for the chorus part. So we'll check it out again real quick so you see what I'm talking about. So this is the regular beat, and this is with just that other drum line or the other drum track going, and it's ducking out the rest of the drums. I wasn't expecting it to happen, but it happened like that, and it sounded good, so I was like, why not? Let's do it. And when using Kong, each one of these drum pads has its own set of tools here. So you could set whatever you want. You could put compressor, filter, EQ, reverb, echo, transient shaper. It kind of works, but I honestly would rather use the neutron one. But obviously if you don't have neutron, then this one right here could help you a lot. But I'm going to do a whole video showing how to use Kong and how to and how I do my drums and set up the compression when I need to and this and that. And the master compressor here is really awesome as well. That helps you get an overall clean sound. Knowing how to tune that right will really help you out a lot. But let's go ahead and I'll show you a little bit about this master compressor here. I'll go ahead and turn it off. Now I'll turn it back on. So I use this compressor here to push up the gain a little bit and also give it some compression. I'm really light on the attack and the release. I don't really touch or change those much because these two knobs right here usually do everything I want to do. So just give it just the right amount. You'll hear that sweet spot like before it starts sounding like crap, and when it sounds just nice and dynamic and clean. And that's that sweet spot you want to go for. I'll show you right here. Let me go ahead and turn it down all the way. So this is no compression at all. You can hear it sounds kind of muddy. And I'll slowly turn it up to where I feel it sounds the best. You know what, let me go past too so you guys can hear how too much sounds. Still a little too much right here. You hear it open it up a little more, a little more. I think around 38 is going to be the sweet spot here. And I'll show you the difference with the attack as well. That's super fast attack. Usually right here is a pretty good spot for me. So yeah, I mean, that's about it. I mean, there's a lot more I could say, but a lot of that stuff is going to be good for its own video. So like I said, I'll be doing a video showing about Kong, and I'll show how you use all the tools here, and I'll be doing a video more about Neutron, and I'm also gonna break down my super drum machine here and show you a little more how it works as well. So go ahead and like and subscribe, because there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming to you real soon.